Give me the bass.
Hi, my name is David Samuel, and I'm one of the strength and conditioning coaches for the Search of a Hero concept. The purpose of our training is to make sure that the football player is developed in all different types of levels. So we can't just work just with the footballing skills, we have to work with the strength and conditioning. So therefore we're going to put together a bank of exercises that are there for the development of all football players, both male and female, from the ages of 11 up to senior level. So for beginners, intermediate and advanced. So please enjoy these exercises, and if you have any questions, please contact us on the email that will pop up at the end of this program. Thank you.
Give me the bass.
Okay, so now we have one of our young talents, Andre. He's 13 years old. He's now understanding that he needs to work on his strength and conditioning. So we've been working together for some time now. So what we're going to be doing is a warm-up program that we normally use to prepare him when he's going to do his strength and conditioning workouts. So a warm-up program should basically consist of between 6 to 10 minutes. Depending on the intensity of the strength and conditioning workout you're going to do. So we're going to go through the warm-up that we normally do. So we start first with jogging on the spot for about 30 to 45 seconds. Okay? So this is a good start warm-up exercise because what it does, it starts to get the mind mentally prepared for the workout. It starts to activate the body. It starts to help with the blood circulation to the muscle groups he's going to be using. Okay? And it's not too intense, so we're just building up the intensity of the warm-up as we go along. So like I said, 30 to 45 seconds, but it must be executed with good technique. So you see Andre has a good posture, okay? He's keeping his heels off the floor, so he's always on the balls of his feet. His arms are working, his core muscles are working to stabilize the upper and lower body, okay? So he's warming up the whole body, and his breathing is relaxed. Okay. From the jogging on the spot, we go to high knees. So now we pick up the intensity a little bit. We get the arms working in a powerful run action. The knees are coming up to the height of the hips. Again, he's lifting his feet so that his knees come up and also his heels do not touch the floor. So basically when you're running, this is what you want to achieve. Never run on the toes, never land on your heels. Okay. Good posture again and good breathing. Exercise number 3, we go to star jumps. I use this exercise a lot because it helps to again stimulate the brain, work the central nervous system, so you have to coordinate the legs and the hands, keeping a good posture again. And again, never landing on his toes, never landing on his heels. Exercise number 4. We go now to running kickbacks. So again, picking the heels up so that the heels nearly touch the bum. So closing the angle down, which is the same movement he will use when he's running. Pumping the arms more aggressively. So it's like a running action from the upper body. Good posture again. Good breathing again. Very good, very good. Exercise number 5. Now we're going to go to the skip and rock. Come down, please. Thank you. So now we go to a double leg skip. Okay. Again, good posture. Activating the feet. So you always see he's always landing on the balls of his foot. Not on his toes. Not on his heels. Good posture, and again, good breathing. Coordinating upper body, core, and legs in one movement. Okay, fine, it's fine, it's fine. Exercise number 6, last one, we go to a single leg skip. Okay. Here now we're working on with the balance. Coordination is still incorporated. Breathing still good. The right position with the feet. And a good posture. Okay? And change legs. Okay? So again, it's about balance on both sides of the body. Coordinate both sides of the body. Nice breathing. And good tempo. And relax. Thank you. So what we did here was 6 exercises in one way, okay? This will help to get the blood circulation running. This will help to get the brain activated for the workout. This will help to get all the muscle groups that we're going to use incorporated into the workout. That's why we need to do it for, let's say, 6 to 10 minutes. So that will be one sequence of, let's say, 2.5 minutes. Then maybe he'll rest for like 1 minute, and then we'll do it again for 2.5 minutes, and then he'll rest for 1 minute, and then we'll do it again for 2.5 minutes. So the warm-up, like I said, should be between 6 minutes to 10 minutes, okay? But even though it's a warm-up, we must execute good technique, okay? There's no point doing a warm-up lazily. There's no point doing a warm-up only with bad technique. We want to incorporate every movement. That's what I was saying to you earlier. What we want to maintain is good posture. Good feet, both feet pointing straight, okay? Good breathing. So activating the core, activating the upper body, activating the legs. So when you're doing a running action with the arms, this is obviously what he will be using when he's running, when he's playing football. You hear his breathing is nice and steady. So he's not panicking, he's not getting stressed with his breathing, and relax. So everything we do is designed to make a smooth transition into the game when he's playing football, okay? Even in the warm-up. So even though it's strength and conditioning, the focus is still football. It must be able to transition into when he plays football. Otherwise, it's just fitness. And we're not just doing fitness. We're preparing the football player to play football. Okay guys, so now we're going to go into some of the strength training exercises. We're going to be using just the body weight, which means that you can do these exercises anywhere. In your hotel room, if you're a senior, or if you're traveling with your team, in your bedroom, in your living room. Basically, you don't need any equipment, just your body weight. So it's a really good foundation to start with your body weight when you want to start working with strength training, especially if you're a young athlete and not used to working with machines or free weights and that kind of stuff. You need to prepare your body first to get the right movements, to get the right biomechanics, to get the right muscle groups incorporated into the exercise. So later on, when you go to the more difficult exercises, you don't have bad technique, so you don't get injured. So we start first just to prepare the body by using bodyweight exercises to get the movements first correctly, so we can start to get good technique from the beginning, from the base, okay? So we start with a very good exercise. This is obviously squats, very good for building leg power. So we start with just using the body weight of the athlete. Okay, so you have your arms beside you. Okay, so I tend to have the arms beside the athlete because later on they'll get dumbbells, and as they progress, they'll get the Olympic bar. Okay, so you go from body weight to dumbbells to Olympic bar. So I want to get his hands ready in this position to hold dumbbells. Okay, so again, good posture, looking straight forward. Open the feet a little bit wider. So you want to try and get the feet in line with the shoulders. So shoulder width apart, that's fine. Strong grip, so you see how he's tenting his hands, ready to activate these muscles of the arms to hold dumbbells. Strong core, good posture. So breathe in, go down slowly, push the bum backwards slowly, hold. Okay, so what we're looking for here is a very strong spinal position, very strong spine. Ideally, you want the hips to be in the same line with the knee. Okay, that's a good depth. Breathe out, come up fast. So we tend to work with that movement. Slow movement coming down, we call that the eccentric phase. So basically we're controlling the movement, allowing the muscles to activate, building good stability. So come down slowly again, breathing in, nice and slow, stop. Breathe out, come up fast. That's what we call the concentric phase, the more explosive dynamic movement. So we normally work with a 4 to 6 seconds coming down slowly, breathing in, hold, breathe out, come up fast, 1 to 2 seconds coming up. So this builds the eccentric and concentric phase of the exercise. So basically what the squat is, to break it down and make it simple, is basically sit down slowly, stand up fast. That's basically what it is. There should be no confusion with exercise. It should be able to be explained simply. Sit down slowly, stand up fast. Okay. Sometimes you see people executing a squat and you see the knees going forward. Now you don't sit down like this, right? The chair, the bench is always behind you. So you always have to push your bum backwards. You go down slowly and up fast. So basically, one more time, Andre, sit down slowly, stand up fast. That's all what the squat is. Nothing more than that. Okay? So what we're doing, we are protecting the knees, building up good power in the quadriceps, the calves, the hamstrings, and the glutes muscles. Okay? Also the core, front and back, stabilizes the movement so that he doesn't go forward or go backward, especially later on when he gets weights. So when you add resistance to the body weight, obviously exercise becomes more tougher. So that's why we've got to build a good foundation just by using the body weight first.